Today we are going to be using some inexpensive items to create some gorgeous Mother's Day DIY gifts that you'll actually want to give your mom or that special lady in your life. These turned out really great but really easy to put together. Please leave me a big thumbs up and let's get on into it. For a really simple gift idea, you could grab one of these decorative cutting boards at the Dollar Tree. I think these are gorgeous. You could pair this with like a gourmet cheese basket. But for today's video, I actually wanted to make something a little bit more personal and I needed a plain cutting board. So I picked up one out of the Target dollar spot, but Walmart also has some really great ones and I'll share those as well. But you can usually find these for $5 or less, but always check out Dollar General, Hobby Lobby, and any craft store as well. You can usually find these on sale or get them really inexpensive. But today we're trying out something super fun. I'm actually using some torch paste, which I haven't used before, and I ended up loving it, so highly recommend that. I'll have links down in the description box if you want to go check out anything that I'm using today. But for this, I needed a stencil. Now, Dollar Tree does have stencils, but they don't have like really good adhesive stencils that would say mom on them. So for this, I wanted to personalize it a little bit more, so I did use my Cricut Joy to cut out Mom's Kitchen. I just used a ready-to-go image, and then I am transferring that over with some clear transfer tape, making sure that I don't lose any of the little pieces, because I did weed this because I do want to use this as a stencil. And then using a small little squeegee tool, I am applying the torch paste and then just kind of pulling it all away. A little goes a long way, but you want to make sure that you get it down in all of the letters. I did pick up this torch paste from Amazon and I'll have it linked down below, but I really like it and can't wait to play around with it some more. After I applied the paste, I went ahead and pulled all of the adhesive vinyl off of here, and you can see it does leave like a wet residue, so I could see that I got all of my letters covered. I didn't have to touch anything up. And then I'm using a new heat gun that I got off of Amazon, and you're actually able to just heat this up and it burns into the wood. So this is an amazing tool that I'll be able to do so many things with. I am so excited to get started and make some really fun items with this, but I feel like I did a really good job for my first time. I did leave a couple of burn spots around the edges, so after I got my image on there, I just went around the sides to kind of make it blend in and add a few more little dark places. But you can see how easy this is. It literally does all the work for you. You just have to be patient and stand there and hold your little heat gun for a few minutes. But then, like I mentioned, just putting those few extra little burn touches around the side so it all matches. But I feel like this will be an incredible gift. You could pair this with so many things or give it as is. While we are talking about cutting boards, I wanted to share with you one more DIY. Now this one came from Walmart, but it doesn't really matter where you get them. I know that it's just fun to kind of mix them up so you're not reusing the same cutting board for decorative purposes all through your house or your kitchen. But for this, I wanted to create like a little plant holder. So this turned out even better than expected. Now for this project, I do use hot glue for video purposes and for myself, but if I was gifting this, I would definitely look into an adhesive that could be used for glass and wood. So a lot of times you can use like E6000 or a Gorilla Glue, but just read on it and make sure it is for glass and wood. But for this, I am using a little Dollar Tree votive candle holder, and then I glued that down in place, used a leather piece from a purse, but you can use leather ribbon. I just love the stitching around here, and then tacked a couple tacks on both sides. But once again, another item that I feel like would be so gorgeous to gift, and you could just fill this with any flowers that you like. I was excited to find these personalized stickers, or they say mom on them. Thanks mom, wow mom, best mom ever. So you could pick any one that you would like, but I thought it would be fun to use some pressed flowers. So I'm using 2 picture frames for this and going ahead and removing the glass out of one of them because you only need 1 frame but 2 pieces of glass. I set that to the side, go ahead and take out the other glass and then apply my sticker. So I wanted to put this cute little message in the middle of the frame and then fill the outsides with some pressed flowers. Now I usually pick up flowers at Hobby Lobby, but they're like fake pressed flowers, so they don't get damaged as easily. But for this, I actually ordered some pressed flowers off of Temu and Amazon, and I will say Temu beats the price, but for these, my flowers did kind of discolor because I added some disappearing purple glue. So don't do that. Make sure your glue is clear. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. But I feel like this wasn't a complete fail. It still looks really good. I just wish the colors were a little bit more vibrant. So don't do what I did. Don't apply purple glue, even though it does dry. I feel like that has to be what discolored these flowers so bad. So for this, I go ahead and it actually fit perfect, one package. It's incredible the price difference on these pressed flowers versus like ordering them off of Amazon, because you're paying off of Amazon like $12 a pack versus the $1 to $2, and a lot of you guys were recommending me to do that. So I want to like keep playing around with them and seeing on like different projects how they do. But for this, I forgot to spray my glue down first, so I put the flowers down and then sprayed on top of them, and that has worked in the past. But for this, I just were trying to fly around, so be sure that you do apply the glue to the bottom before you start playing around with your flowers. But got these all put down in place. I love the green little vines on the edges, and you can tell just like some of the edges of the flowers, especially the purple one, turned a little bit green. But still feel like this is a really good idea that goes on into the next project. So yeah, you can use stickers to make this, but you also can use photos. I actually used a photo of me and my husband, and I love this. This would make a great gift idea using the same glue, but like I mentioned, the Hobby Lobby flowers aren't real pressed flowers, so they don't discolor as easily. So either one, play around with what you would like. I'm sure the other ones would have been perfectly fine if I would have used the clear glue, but I go ahead and spritz this even over the image. It just adds some really fun texture, and then apply all the flowers down. I love the tons of greenery and going with the gold frame. I do pull all of the little tabs out of the back and glue it down in place, but love how this turned out and how colorful that it is. Now I have another fun way to display some cute flowers. I'm picking up an embroidery hoop. This is actually out of the Dollar Tree Plus section. It was $5, but Dollar Tree for the $1.25 price point does sell some of these. They're just a lot smaller, so I really wanted to pay the extra to make this like a nicer gift. And I know at other places you can even buy bigger hoops, which would even be nicer. But for this, I go ahead and separate them, and then using some of the newer burlap rolls from Dollar Tree, I place the plain one in the back and then use the cute little polka dot fabric to put in the front. Now for this, I do go in the middle just because I didn't want a hard crease down the center of it. I feel like it just would have showed up really bad. You could have taken the time to try to have steamed this or got the wrinkles out, but I'm just working quickly. So I put that in the back, put the little polka dot on the front, and I do add it in there folded over, so it creates this fun little pocket that I can put flowers down inside. So all I had to do was get rid of the backing. So I cut this down and then try to glue around the edges. After I got it all cut and glued back in place, I did want to go with some white and lavender flowers. I feel like that would be really pretty and coordinate with the white polka dots. I just kind of played around with it and stuck down the flowers down in there. And you could go so many ways with this. You could stick a cute little note down in here if you wanted to, or add a little mom tag to the front. I just really wanted to leave it plain and not put like Mother's Day on every project. But I still feel like this would be something really cute to give. I added a little hanger to the top. I glued a little burlap flower I did pick up from Dollar Tree in the front, and just a really cute little hanging. Dollar Tree has put out so many colors of the pre-mixed pouring paints, and I actually really enjoy using these. These are already thinned down, so you're not having to mix them with a pouring medium, or if you already have paint on hand, Dollar Tree sometimes does have pouring medium that you can mix with your paints. Either way, it's still going to work the same. This is really thin, and I don't know, I feel like I added too much purple because it was mostly purple, but up close, like not on camera, you can tell that it has like a fun marbled look. I just feel like it doesn't show up as much on camera, but it's definitely there. So I just put this in a box so I could catch the excess paint, and then poured this over the top, and you can just see it kind of running down. It's going to create like this really fun design on there. I did decide after thinking about it for a second or two that I did need to scrape the bottom so this will set flush against the table and not be uneven or rock back and forth. So I go ahead and pull that over the edge, but it creates a really fun like purple pink girly design, and just really liked how it turned out. For the next one, I did just like put together a really fun bouquet using the pink flowers from Dollar Tree, and I actually paired it with some smelly beads that I had picked up, but you can definitely leave those out if you want to. They're just a fun touch, but for this you don't even have to worry about the paint pouring if you don't want to. I just kind of painted the bottom half of this. I didn't even tape it off or anything because I'm going to put a ribbon around the top. Dollar Tree actually has this self-adhesive ribbon, and it's so sparkly, and I just loved it so much. So I go ahead and put that around where the paint stopped at, and then fill this full of my pink flowers. So just a couple of different versions to make a really fun vase. These would be really great to gift. You could even put your real flowers in here or just decorate around with them, but love these. And then I just had to share the different ways that I use the pressed flowers on so many different projects. For this, I picked up 2 of the clear glass trivets. Now, a lot of them have texture. I was sure to pick up 2 that were just solid glass. You can't always find them, so keep an eye out for them. And then I just put Mod Podge down on the bottom one, applied all of my little pressed flowers. Now these ones came from Amazon, and they did really good with the Mod Podge, so definitely think it's just the purple glue. I keep saying that, but I just don't want you all to make the same mistake as me. But I loved how much of the greenery and branches come with this set. I didn't do a thick layer over the top. I just let these dry as is, and then using some E6000 in the corners because this is glass and I want it to hold stronger than hot glue, and you're going to be able to really dress this up. This would make a great gift, but just looks so gorgeous in the summertime for the kitchen. And then doing the same thing with another vase. You could actually use this as a vase, but I did candles in these and they looked really great. I just kind of mixed some of the greenery as well as some of the pink and purple flowers, and then added in the Mod Podge down first. After I got it how I liked it, I went ahead and added a coat over the top, just a really thick coat. I didn't even mind the texture, I just really wanted these flowers to stay down in place. Let these completely dry. I did a big one and a small one, and then put little tea lights inside. Thank you guys so much for checking out today's video. Please leave me a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below which project or Mother's Day gift was your favorite, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy crafting. Bye.